Look here! Look, listen!
It's the old days, man, when it was like for sure a community. Like we all knew that there was like only 50 of us. And even though at the time, maybe I started in 2010, so I only had a few thousand subs like that year. But I feel like these big guys were reaching out to me. I did a dual com with Wings of Redemption back in the day. It's like the community is just tight knit. You too, right? That's crazy.
We've all done dual comms with Wings.
No, not Taylor. No, come on. Yeah.
No, I've done a dual com with Wings.
Did you?
No way.
I came in there, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I was so prepared for my dual com with Wings of Redemption. It was like my big shot. I gave him some gameplay that I thought was pretty good. You did too, Kyle. And I had talking points and timestamps. So like wherever the conversation went, if there was ever a down, like a down moment or like a silent part, it was like, here's the thing coming up at 1 minute and 54 seconds that I'll explain. And like, I was more than prepared for that. I had a spawn kill in that video where like, okay, one of the rules in Call of Duty is if you were looking at a spawn, the person wouldn't spawn there. So you never really saw people spawn. But there was a bit of a glitch on this match, and that if you looked at it through a chain link fence, which you could shoot through, they would spawn right in front of you. And for a period in the game, I just sat there killing people as they popped up in front of my sights. And I don't know, it was the kind of thing people like to learn. So I got.
You want to hear the best thing about my dual com with Wings is that it took me a little bit of time because I had to get a sniper Moab in MW3 and free for all, which was tough.
Gosh darn,
tough. Ended up doing it, and. He took like a way long time. I forget what it was, a period about a couple months before he got around to doing the dual com with me. And then he didn't even link me.
Oh,
and like I had won the whole competition to do this.
That stinks.
I remember I was like nervous leading up to my dual com with Wings and my dual com with Woody, because they were both very big guys. And I was like, this is your chance. I remember like thinking for some reason that like Wings was like a consummate professional about like in my head, like this is 2010. And so I went into it and I was like, we were sitting on the call before we were going to start. And I'm like nervous. My heart's pounding. I'm like, I hope I give a good impression because he's such a big guy. He's got 12,000 subs or 20,000 subs, whatever it was. And like right before we start, I'm like ready to go. He's like, you good? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, okay. Well, hold on a minute. I got to go TT.
Wait,
and
what
was
is
like,
TT? Did he have to poop?
No, he had to go pee. And I was like,
but he said
I
TT.
gotta go.
That's what he said.
It's like
okay, okay, that's
all right, buddy.
Can I tell you my story?
Yeah.
Where
Do it.
I'm all excited, right? And I'm doing a dual com with Wings, like my big chance. And I'm prepared, and I've got all my ducks in a row, and I'm ready to do this dual com. He cancels on me. We have to do another day. Okay, all right. I get this is nothing to you, but to me, this is my big moment. But fine. The next day, we're about to do our dual com. And he's like, Woody, what do you do for constipation?
Well, do you have a grandma?
I was like, frosted mini wheats is kind of magic on me. Maybe.
Yeah. Wings is great, man. He was one of the first guys I ever watched, actually. I think like him, Chris Smoove, some of the Optic guys. So when I got around to doing the dual com with him, I was like the same way, Taylor. I was like, oh my goodness, this is insane. I'm gonna throw up. And yeah, I still gained like a few thousand subscribers, but I think he ended up linking me like later in the week or something like that. But I was just like, oh shoot, that was my chance to really.
What if the reason he didn't link you is because he still had that constipation? Like
it's possible.
Every dual com, he just gets constipated.
He gets nervous too.
PJ, you shouldn't feel alone. He also forgot to link me.
Oh shoot, let's grab drinks sometime.
He linked me too. Yeah, like I didn't know who he was. He had seen like, I don't know, maybe a Machinima video I'd uploaded, or maybe it was something on my channel, like some Modern Warfare 2 gameplay, and asked if I wanted to do a dual com. And I was like, well, I don't think I have any footage, any gameplay to like give you right now to do one. Do you want to wait till I get some or whatever? I can get some this weekend, I'm sure. And he's like, let's just do my video and you just come talk with me. I was like, fine, that's perfect. That's less work for me, and I can continue to get paid for my own stuff. And like you say, that works. And that's that infamous thing where like he's talking to me about being on the Korean, like going to Korea to play StarCraft or whatever. And I didn't know any better. I'm blown away. I'm like, God, this guy's like some sort of like elite global gaming athlete. Like I'm in rarefied like air here. Like I better be nice to this guy. Maybe he can show me the ropes on the global scene. I believed it all. I thought that this guy was so
That's
cool.
terrific.
He seemed so confident. His gameplay was so good, and apparently he'd like traveled the world like plying his trade. I was impressed.
That's
so
terrific.
amazing when you look back at like all that stuff. And like I think Taylor had just said he had 12,000 subscribers. Is huge. I remember when I first heard that like some of these guys were making $1,000 a month from playing games. I was blown away. I was like, dude, if I can make $1,000 a month, I wouldn't need anything anymore. I could do whatever I wanted.
My first paycheck, it was $2,000, and I got it when I was 18. Yep, from YouTube and stuff. And I remember just being like, "Holy shit!" Like, I'm dropping out of college. And
let's get. How old are you now?
I am 32, about to be 33 in March. Yeah.
Ooh, happy early birthday.
Thank you. It's funny you guys mentioned Wings. I never did a dual com with Wings. I've always been cordial with him over the years.
He doesn't think you like him.
I like him. It's because I use him as he's got some memes, so I use those in videos sometimes.
Okay. I feel like even if you don't like Wings, you can't help but like him.
No, I think
I'm like,
he might have saw me. He might have saw me in the troll Discord. I would go there for meme clips to put in my videos and stuff like that.
I think he also felt like you never did a dual com with him and you were like shutting him out of the cool kids club.
I mean, it wasn't that because I did a dual com.
Because like CNanners did do that to him.
Yeah.
CNanners was like that.
Because it was kind of messed up because like everybody went to Call of Duty 5 World at War for like a minute. And then they were like, you know what? 4 was the way to go. Let's keep making videos of that. And they kind of did. And that game, the content evolved for another year. But there were 2 guys who like made videos of World at War, and they were CNanners and they were Wings of Redemption. And it only made sense for them to like collaborate at some point because they were the only guys on the scene that like even did videos for the shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Wings always felt like CNanners was like really snubbing him by not like wanting to collaborate in some way.
Wings was correct.
He was.
He was correct.
And this was before Wings had ever said anything that you could judge too harshly.
Yeah,
he was just kind of he was the campy guy who liked to like shit on people, you know? That was it.
Yeah, and he was a little red, right? Whereas CNanners, like Wings of Redemption.
Or blue, you mean?
I'm saying redneck, but nice.
Oh,
I see. Yeah.
Whereas CNanners drank wine.
Yeah,
he enjoyed his rosé or whatever it is with his games, and at night they were different people.
Yeah, they were very different people.
True. With that said, though, I mean, I did dual comms with fucking like Hutch back in the day, and who like Tabe. I don't know if you guys remember him.
Tabe's been on the show.
Yeah, there you go.
What does Tapes do now? Does anybody know?
I think he streams. I don't think he likes me very much because I called Hutch a retard. I think he likes Hutch, so I think he unfollowed me. But
he must really like Hutch. That's all it took.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
That's right, fat boy.